Welcome back to The Point. I am your host, Eric Mitchell. You guys already knew that because you started the show and you're like, yeah, we know who you are. We have amazing guests here today. We're going to talk about food. No, we're not making food, so stop getting all excited. I know how you guys are out there in TV land. You're like, ooh, we're going to learn. No, we're going to have them back. We're going to talk about food. Thanksgiving, my favorite topic, Thanksgiving. It's like, we'll have a whole segment on food, I promise, folks. But today we're going to talk about their business and their passion for loving of cooking. So let's welcome Dario and Anita to our show. Let me click the right button. He's just really become good at that. So moving along, Anita, let me ask you this. After working so many years, with business leaders and helping them create a satisfying, and truly great life, what kind of this dining at home experience, for other people, how do they find, genuine joy now, right? It's different than business, right? Like helping people make a lot of money in business, that's great. But finding joy in cooking and doing this at home with your club, it's different. It's a whole different experience because you're finding joy elsewhere and it's not in your bank account. Mind you, you always want your bank account to cause joy, but you also want your personal life. And food does cause that. Food and music, two of the best taste buds out, actually three because you get sight, so everyone loves looking at food. The presentation is important. Hey, I'm going to stick to music because music always helps with food. I'm sorry, it just does. I'm that guy. I'm weird. I like music while I cook. So how does that kind of transform for you, right? Obviously, Dario, he's been a chef. So making food is probably like riding a bike. Just it's pretty easy. It's different, right? You went from making people successful at business, right? Like do this, do that. And now it's like, enjoy this. Now you're going to participate in making your meal. A little different.
Yeah. So I worked in the corporate world for many, many years, and cooking was always a big chore for me.
Yeah.
Making sure that everything was on the table for the kids, making sure that it was in a healthy way. And that's one thing I've learned over time is you can actually have fun in the kitchen. And that's one thing that Dario has taught me. And again, we play music. I love playing music. It gets you going. It gets the rhythm going. But, when you look at it, now I work with entrepreneurs and executives, and bringing joy to their life is changing your mindset on that and realizing it's not a chore, and to have fun in the kitchen. Not only is it something that helps with your relationships, but it also helps with your health, because when you know what's going into your body, you're that much healthier and you're feeling that much better. When you're connecting with your family, you're able to bring that back to work and be more productive. It's just a better thing all around. So that's why Dario and I took both our strengths and we put them together to come up with Passion's Cooking and reaching everyone around the globe to get back in the kitchen and cook again.
No, so to be clear, you guys also offer and I know it's funny, it's 2020, COVID, so many people working remote, but you do offer corporate cooking classes. Am I saying that right? I mean, that's...
Well, we used to do it in conferences before, but now we actually do it online, and it's been taking off like crazy.
Awesome.
Because a lot of companies, they are wanting to do a thank you to their employees because they're asking a lot more of their employees. So they're giving them a cooking class opportunity that they can do with their families. We've done it as far as meetings. So they have a meeting ahead of time, and then it's going to be an enjoyment part where we do a cooking class. And we're starting to roll out, and people are booking us for the holidays. You can't go to an event right now, so why not offer it? And we've done it up to 700 people so far. We've done North America so far, and you can reach everybody from all over, and it's a way to connect instead of being so siloed within businesses, because everyone's working from home now. They need that more than ever.
Absolutely. So as we get near the end here, I have so many questions for you guys. That's why we're going to have you back, obviously, very soon, and we'll be covering Thanksgiving, my personal favorite holiday. Now, how does that work? I got to ask you, because you guys are Canadian, and us wackos down here in America, we celebrate Thanksgiving in November. I know you guys celebrate it, and America treats it like, Canada has one of those holidays. I'm like, it's their Thanksgiving. It's not one of those holidays. It's Thanksgiving. Be polite. You know us. We're like condescending to everybody if it's not our holiday. It's like, no. Everybody celebrates our Thanksgiving. It's a lot of time in America. Trust me. We have a lot of love for Canada. You guys are a 4-hour drive for us to get to a border when we could cross it back in the day when it was allowed.
We can't wait to see you.
Yeah.
Well, trust me, we can't wait to travel. It's like, please let us go to a country we actually want to go to. But sorry. So let's talk about tips. We have a lot of folks that cook that watch our show. Obviously, cooking segments are, you guys know who I'm talking to on the show right now. I know most of you just absolutely love when we have our chefs on. So are there any tips that you can offer the home cooks that might take them, in their culinary, to the next level? And mind you, folks, while you're sitting here and you want to check out information during this interview, you can always go to passioniscooking.com. That is Dario and Anita's website. So make sure, I'm going to plug that over and over again in the show, but make sure you go check that out. Now, any tips that you have so people could take it to the next, I don't know, Dario, sorry, Anita, I'm going to go with Dario, the chef, here on this one. Maybe you can add in, but Dario will lead with you. What are some tips that people could take their cooking to the next? Is there something simple that people could do to take cooking to the next level at home?
I think is and discuss about even our relationship as a family. I think there are three important tips. Number one is exploring. Okay. Number two is really relax. Don't let all this craziness of coming home and really stress yourself out. The third one is prepare yourself. Really set up a plan. Okay, so exploring. The wonderful thing that we live in North America is ethnicity. Different culture. From everywhere, and the opportunity to really learn and allow your palate to just exploring things. The biggest thing that I always found people when we do any webinars or any class, or we call it our Cook-A-Vision, is, well, what about if they don't like it? Well, you need to explore and allow your palate to determine it if this is appealing to you. And I'm going to give you a simple example. Cilantro. It's an herb that many people are not necessarily fond of it. But if it's paired properly and allow yourself to kind of get used to it, you gain an appreciation. Relaxing is, just let everything. Food's supposed to be enjoyable. Food got to be enjoyable. Food is something that you can sit down, you can put some music on, you can create simple recipe, and you can engage with your kids. Prepare yourself. Prepare yourself is set some time, maybe the night before you go to work. The biggest thing when you come home, what is the biggest issue? The number one issue: we are hungry. We're starving. Everyone, we want something quick. But it is. I mean, it happened to us. And actually happened to us 2 weeks ago. We were running around and said, we are starving. Spend half an hour at night, prepare maybe little snacks. So when you come home, the snacks are available and ready.
I like that one the best, because when you have hungry teenagers, they're always hungry, and there's just no satisfying them. And we work basically out of our home right now, but still, wife's working. She runs our agency, and that's a full-time task. She's CEO of the company, so she's not like, oh, hold on, let me go make sure the kitchen's ready. And even I'm busy between the show and doing what I do and media. It's hard to say, hey, we're going to sit down and do all of this, get dinner done. And it's kind of nice that our 16-year-old, she's really taken a passion for cooking, so we've been able to have her jump in. It's no longer what it used to be in the Mitchell household, which was, we're starving, and everyone's kind of staring at my wife, just giving her that look like, dinner's not going to cook itself, lady. And, she'd never liked that. And then people would complain what's being served. I told my son that's not a good idea. I told him.
Not a good idea, yes.
I was like, never complain at what the chef is saying. So before you guys go, obviously we talked about your website. People could go to passioniscooking.com. But if people want to learn more about the International Dinner Club, am I saying that right? Is it Dinner Club? It's not Diner Club.
Dinner Club.
Dinner Club. I just want to make sure. You never know. Diner Club. I grew up on the diner, the credit card thing back in the day. International Dinner Club. How do folks learn more? Is there any specials going on? Obviously, it's the holidays, but people are getting into cooking. And now going out is, well, COVID's going to make it so we're going to need you more than ever, because they're going to start closing restaurants again here in North America. So how can folks learn more?
The International Dinner Club, you just go over to Passion's Cooking and you'll see the link there. We have a special right now. We actually are extending World Pasta Day, which was last week. So you get Italy for free if you join. It's a subscription. You join and you pay every month, and then you get a new plan sent to you. And it's tips on the country that you can talk about. It's recipes. It's pairing. It's everything within like a dinner package for yourself. And Italy, right now, if you go in there and there's a special code, you put that in, you get Italy for free.
I like that. We'll be doing that.
We love Italiano.
We'll put that on there. Well, you have the chef right next to you. I mean, talk
You
about.
know the most important thing, Eric? Just look my shirt. All live your life.
I love that.
Didn't you like
we got
it?
both. There we go. I like it. I want one. How do I get one of those? I want one of those.
I will send you one, but I wish I can have credit. This is Anita. Then every night she says, "Oh my God, what do you think about that?" You know, olives is a big part of our life.
The
Mediterranean lifestyle.
Oh,
Live
yeah.
your life, and enjoy every moment for whatever it is, and enjoy the food that you have.
I love that. That's similar to Mayans. We went to Mexico to meet with some clients in July, and we went down there and we were staying down by Cozumel, which is deep in Mayan country. And of course, COVID-19 has hit Mexico as much as it's hit all the rest of North America. And they did this instead of a handshake, because the resort that we do business with and are part of, it's very friendly. Normally a handshake or a hug. And they started this over the heart. When they would see you, they would put their hand over their heart, and it's Mayan for "we are one." And I was like, I ate that up. I came home and I'm like, people are like, why do you keep? I'm like, I'm giving you, like, it's like a handshake. It's like the biggest, it's Mayan. It's like it's like as old school as you can get. This is what they did for showing we are one. We are and I was like, I was sold on it. My kids were sold. My wife and I were like, okay, we got to take that home. That's a pack it up and take it with you. And it's right. You're talking about olives for cooking, Mediterranean, putting your vibe into it. It has to be, you could tell my love of music because I bring it up constantly on the show. But totally, I loved having you guys on. Can't wait to have you on in November when we see you cooking. I can't wait for that. So that'll be exciting. So again, everybody go to the Passion is Cooking website, passioniscooking.com. Don't go put some other dot thing. Just put .com and you'll find it. And follow you on social. We'll have all of Dario and Anita's links on here. And again, I want to thank you guys so much for joining us today. It's been a pleasure to have you on the show.
Pleasure having you. Thank you, Eric. Thank you.
Thank you. Everybody else will be right back after these messages.